Good morning, Game Master Player here. I'm doing another one of our weekly vlogs, it looks like, for a while, from my wonderful drive in the morning here. And it may not be morning for you, I apologize if it's not. It's very dreary morning today. Lots of fog, lots and lots of fog. Makes the unexciting drive even more unexciting. Yay! So anyway, I actually got a nice few responses on my last vlog, and I thank you for it. I really appreciate it. I was kind of surprised I got any hits at all on it. So, but to get a few right away is actually really awesome, really cool. And today I've got nothing really super important to talk about, except for the fact that my car is not well suited for long drives because it does not have cruise control, and the stereo on it is very baseline, very basic, very simple. So if I want to keep burning CDs, I can have a wide variety of music, or I can talk to all of you. So as you can see, the music is off. So anyway, just want to recap on a few things, or let people know about a few things. I haven't had a chance to get to a doctor's appointment yet, so I still don't know if it's a bone spur, carpal tunnel, or what's going on with my right hand. I'll keep everybody updated on that. I'm going to, if this becomes popular enough, I'll make it a regular occurrence. Right now, we'll be doing it for about 6 weeks, so you all will be getting about 6 episodes. Episodes. Yeah, like this is scripted. There'll be 6 vlogs like this, car vlogs, because I've got 6 weeks I'm working, where I get to drive a huge stint before and after my client site. So that gives me time to vlog, it gives me time to do a lot of things. Unfortunately, the only one thing it does give me plenty of time to do also is think. So, and that's always not a good thing. It can be, but my mind likes to wander a lot, and it doesn't always wander on good things. So this is another way for me to stay away from those other not so good things and focus on you all my viewers and my subscribers and things like that. So and, it's just everyone has, like, I'll go back to one of my original vlogs about this, is everyone has their own demons, their own problems, their own issues. I have a big confidence problem, believe it or not, and most people cannot believe that. But, and the reason I'm even doing YouTube videos is to help bring my confidence back up, to be to be better. That's really the reason, is for me to be better and to share the experience with everybody else. And it's one of those that, so far, I think I've done a pretty good job. I was in a really low place, and doing these videos have helped me a whole lot. I've met some wonderful people that has been driven by doing these videos and stuff, and several of them are YouTubers. Some have become YouTubers after myself, because, like, well, if he can do it, well, anybody can, which is true. Anybody can do it. And in some ways, everybody is doing it now. So it doesn't feel quite as special, of course, but at the same time, it's, I'm throwing myself out there, not necessarily for judgment, not necessarily for anything else, just so people can see that, yes, anybody can do it. I'm not a young kid that has, an affinity for technology, that this just comes natural, no, that's not me. Well, the technology part, yes, but I just happen to be a lot older than that. So, but anybody could be doing this. It could be, parents, grandparents. It doesn't matter. Anybody of any age can be doing things like this and getting, the word out on whatever topics they're passionate about, or whatever, not even necessarily topics. Specific, more specific, like if there's particular shows or particular books or particular, what have you. It doesn't matter. You can share it with everybody. And my experiences in life, since I've had a few, I like sharing things that I enjoy, whether it's a TV show, a book, a movie, some music, like to share friends. I've got some good friends that, quite honestly, without them, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. And and I like sharing them with other people because they're good people. I've got some really good people that I surround myself with, and I do that because I need it, and everybody needs it. And since everybody does need it, I don't mind sharing it with others. I don't mind sharing my friends with other people because good people need to find good people, and even good people need to find bad people, so the bad people hopefully can become better. So in some cases it doesn't happen, and in some cases it does. So so this is my way of sharing my experiences with everybody, and some of them are really dull, unexciting, and could be just my rambling, I don't know. And of all things, I think this is a learning experience, not for myself, but for everybody that's watching. And I have to give a shout out to a particular individual that was one that was like, well, if he can do YouTube, I can do YouTube. Anybody can do YouTube, kind of a thing. And that's a shout out to the Martian Queen. She was a player on several servers that I've played on before, Minecraft servers. Well, not several, a couple. And we were chatting a little bit. Started doing my videos and stuff. She asked me about doing videos. No problem. I don't problem sharing. She has more subscribers than I do. Way to go. So. And really, it's again, I'm just sharing my experiences. I'm sharing the things I get to do with others that may have a passion, but they don't have that initial push to get started because it's a big daunting task. And everything you do in life, isn't easy. Nothing is really easy. Down the road, even things that are really easy are complicated and difficult because there's many steps, and or requires lots of money, or anything that could dissuade you. And some people just look at that and see a lot of the negative, and they don't see a lot of the positive, and they don't want to move forward. So now, so I have one person. I've been able to help one person, and at least one person, and I am happier than I could possibly be because I've been able to help at least one person do something else, do something creative, give them an outlet. And to me, that's a special thing. I now have actual proof, believe it or not, I have actual proof that I've affected somebody's life in a positive way. That isn't family, isn't a direct friend that I've known for 20 years, or like that. I've chatted with her from time to time, Martian Queen, from time to time, here and there on the server. We've done a few Skype calls here and there, because we played as a team in a dungeon run, things like that. That's the stuff that we did. And the fact that she has her own YouTube channel now, well, that's awesome. She did something that at first she thought it was going to be really difficult, really hard to do, and I've helped her through getting some of her tech stuff resolved as well. And I don't have a problem with that. That's what I do for a living. I like sharing that with other people because they don't have the knowledge, they don't have the skill sets that I do, and it's one thing that I can give. So yeah, but don't tell the office I don't give it freely, right? I charge for it. So no, it's just I try to do what I can to help people out when I can, because it makes me feel good, for one. It makes me feel useful. So short of I help family, I help friends and things like that, but helping people that I don't know very well, I haven't known for very long, and I see an impact, I see an outcome already, and it feels great. So and I can only hope that people watch her and get the idea that, hey, if she can do it, I can do it. So and then it just grows from there. And I know there's several people out there watching, potentially, that are thinking the same thing. Well, why don't I have a YouTube channel? Why don't I start recording videos? Why don't I start doing, what I enjoy? Now, because when I was young, there was no Major League Gaming. There was none of this that there is today. And because I'm not saying I'm a fantastic player, but it would have been something I could have actually been good at, because I was never in sports. I was never in a lot of those other things because I didn't have the time to do it. My family situation prevented me from having some of the same experiences that other people have had, because I couldn't take a late bus. I couldn't find rides to and from. Living in a single parent household was, difficult. Or both, if I had, my parents were married multiple times, so, I had step parents, and unfortunately everybody's working, everybody's doing something. There's no time for me to go out and do baseball practice, or to go do any of the academic league things, and, either way, I just didn't have time for it. I did have a lot of time to invest in coming up with stories and things like that. That's why I run games, and I do role-playing games, and part of it was cost, don't get me wrong. It was a cheap alternative to going to the movies every week and forking out oodles and oodles of dollars for, going out to eat and grabbing a movie, because you're looking at, at least a $20 weekend every weekend, and I didn't have the money for that kind of stuff. When I could buy a $20 role-playing book that would be useful even today. So I've had it for over 20 years in some cases. And that's great. That's awesome. And that was my escape. That was my outlet. That was my creativity. All of that, all in one. So, and I want to share that experience with everybody else. I want to share the fact that, role-playing for me, or gaming, I want to go there. Gaming for me has been a great outlet. I've been able to release my frustrations playing first-person shooters, because, it's kind of nice to play a video game where you get to mow people down, because you can't do it in real life without great consequences. So, you live vicariously through your games and stuff. And, I may have won trophies and things like that, but I could win playing a card game, playing a tournament card game or a tournament board game. That's still a victory. That's still something. And we're playing against clans and matches online. Things like that, and you succeed, and you do a great job. So really, that's part of the process. Is you have, you take your victories and you take your goals, and you take your success, in other places. So I couldn't be a baseball athlete or star. I couldn't play tennis. I couldn't do golf. I couldn't do anything sports related. And right now, I'm quite frankly really bad at all of it too, because it's just I haven't had the time to really practice. So, and it turns into, what I did have time to do is I had time to play games, and I had time to meet really interesting people, and some good people. I've met a lot of bad people too, and some of those bad people have taught me more about myself and how to also deal with those bad people. I've met people that have used me because they just wanted somebody to play this game or run this game or do this or do that, or I needed some because I do IT work, and I scavenge for parts and scrounge for pieces and get things working due to my frugal nature. Really what I like to do is I share. So if I was able to resurrect a computer of some kind from the grave, what I would do is I would rebuild it and hand it to somebody else that can use it, and that's what I do. That's how I share some of my skills. And so, and there's people that have talked to me and been friends with me just so they can get free stuff. And that's not cool. That doesn't feel awesome. It makes me feel like trash. So, and I've met some people like that, and I've worked past it, of course. So, but those experiences have made me who I am today, good or bad. And I want to be positive, have a more of a positive outlook and more positive focus, and teach people about whatever they know. If I've got knowledge I can share, I'll share it. You want to learn how to be a YouTuber? Well, I may not be a very popular YouTuber, but I can show you how to get started. I can show you some things that you can do to at least get your feet wet. Water and technology don't mix, so maybe not those exact words. Lots of bounce in there. But anyway, I just want to say thank you to the people that are watching this, and thank you for the support that I have gotten from everybody, named or otherwise, from any family and friends that are watching. And if you're not a friend, then maybe we'll meet someday, and we will be. So, one way or the other, meet virtually, meet physically, it doesn't matter. The world the technology in the world has changed so much that I can be, thousands of miles away, and I can still make friends, and I So, and we can talk and chat, and from anywhere in the world, and that's really awesome. And I'm glad that I'm around for that kind of stuff. I would have been really missing it back, if I go back in time and think about how I can't connect with interesting people from around the world. I can only connect with the people that are close to me physically, geographically, and limit my scope of experience. So I'm happy I can move past that and experience more and greater things, and with more people, and share with good people around the world, and bad people, whoever's watching, it doesn't matter. But share with everybody what I'm doing, what's going on in my life, and hopefully they can learn from it and grow from it. So again, thank you very much, and I will see everybody in the next video.